All right, this time we're gonna work on this 1935 Ford. We're gonna see if we can get her to start. It's been years since this thing's ran. Who knows how many years? Maybe 60 years? I've never had it running. Stick around and find out. Stick around and find out. All right, so today I'm gonna be working on putting these motor mounts in. Well, I don't have motor mounts. I'm gonna build some motor mounts. I think long-term goal, it's probably gonna end up with a small blocker in LS, but currently I'm just gonna run this 4.3 because I know it's a good runner and I have everything to make it work. I don't have to buy nothing. So I'll just be building some motor mounts. Now I have some random squared tubing, rectangle tubing, different variety of sizes and thicknesses. And it's pretty low in the frame from where a Jeep motor would be. So we'll see how it goes, but hopefully I can just cut a couple pieces up, have them go straight out to the motor, and then maybe do a kick up for some support to hold the motor. We'll see how it pushes on the frame. Like I said, this frame is pretty rotty, and of course it's got a hole right where I need to weld everything to, so there'll be some plating and that, but it's gonna be a lot of me shoved up into a tight place where I'm not gonna be able to record real well, so maybe I can do some time lapse on cutting and welding. Well, there's the motor mount. I just ran out of wire for the welder. I got this Miller 211, and for the first few years, I mean, it welded amazing. And I don't know if the liner's getting bad in it or what, but it fights me. It fights me big time. It doesn't want to weld on like the auto setting like it used to. You set it on the front, you set it up, with whatever your thickness of your metal is. You just set it to that, set it to the thickness of your wire, and it welded amazing. And I don't know what happened. So now I just gotta set it manually, because this is what happens if it's on auto. Just boogers. Boogers. That's once I switched it over to the manual settings, so I'm gonna get some new wire. Maybe it'll be a little bit better. I still gotta drill the holes. Ow, that's hot. Drill the holes there, and I'm gonna put a couple holes in there so I can plug weld it to the frame. All right, there's the one motor mount. Goes up over there. And there's the other one. Goes up over there. All right, it's next afternoon. So these are the clutch pedals and brake pedals and master cylinder and stuff that I can find. I thought I had another S10 or like a Camaro or something master booster. It's a lot smaller than the ones that I got. The only things I have now is from 2000s like Cat Eye, and that's a S10, 90s S10 one, which they're all pretty big. And that's out of a S10. I think this is out of a Camaro or something maybe. Not 100%. It's manual brakes, whatever it's out of. And then these are the clutch pieces I got. The problem with the clutch stuff is when I pulled it out of the S10, I guess I snapped the line on the slave cylinder. So I've got this one. I think it's a Dodge one maybe. I'm not 100%. It looks pretty similar to the other one. Oops, sorry. But it screws in, so I can flare some line, and it's metal line at the transmission too, so I should be able to just bend the line up and run that.
Put that in the middle because that'll give a little bit of play with the body and everything move. These pedal assemblies are one that fits the best. I really like these.
So it's probably going to be these. Well, I got the brake or the clutch pedal and the clutch master cylinder hooked up underneath. That's pretty well done. I don't know if I'm going to use this master cylinder or not. The fittings are extremely large for some reason. I don't know. I don't have the fittings to put into that. I looked on some other master cylinders I have. I'm probably going to switch it out. So there's no reason to be making the bracket or the push rod for this master if this isn't going to stay on. And it's pretty dirty inside. I need to get some more fittings so I can run my clutch line. This is some weird, maybe European style, or I don't know. It's got that little, you can see that right there. It's got that weird thing on here. Show up. It's got that on, so that fits into the master cylinder for the clutch, and so I'm gonna have to get some fittings so I can split that line, have it run down to the old line, because I have to change out the slave cylinder if I get a different kind of line. So I just need to add a piece of line between the two, flare that out, because that's got a coupler. It has one of these. You can see that right there. It's got that. But down here, it turns to steel. So that's a steel line. So I'm gonna split it there. I'm gonna split the other one over here, run a line, and just have them spliced. That way I can at least have a clutch. So I'm kind of at an impasse what I want to do with that, whether I go to the parts store and they happen to have the fittings for this stuff, which is pretty doubtful, or I don't really want to use one of the master cylinders I got because they're all set up for double disc, I think. Maybe the one out of the S10 will go in here. I'll check that tomorrow. The gap should be the same for the master cylinder, so maybe I'll pull that one off. But it's got a bunch of ABS crap on it. I don't know. We'll see. So what else can I do tonight? I could start throwing the carburetor on and try to run some linkages. Oh, I could get the power steering lines fixed. That might be the thing to do right now. All right, that's what I'm gonna work on now. Do some power. Well, I found the other carburetor. Gasket, and it was hitting before. You can see right there. So what I think I'm gonna do is just trim it up a little bit so it doesn't hit right there. I tried to flop it, and it's still hitting. So I don't know. This was what I think the carburetor came with. I got it off a face box. So I'm just gonna trim this back a little bit with the little pocket knife.
Got some dirt bottom messed up in the carburetor, but you know what? Right back on now. Spider trying to climb up the hand, that's cool. One bolt.
All right, it is a new day. I got a battery, got the plug wires on. Pretty sure they're in the right firing order. Got some wire right here. And I'm gonna make up the power wire for the distributor. I guess first, let's make sure she turns over. Looks clear. Oh, there we go. All right, let me get some gasoline. Got some 2-stroke. That's entirely too much. None of it in the bowl. It's fine. It'll just be a fire. Okay, let's see. Sparkage, start. As soon as I put spark to it, she don't want to run. Let's try there. Jump box. Of course, you can't have a good battery. I think we need to put this battery on boil mode. Set this to boil. Try her again. Let's try some brake clean first. Everybody's favorite. One more time. Engaged. Ready, set. Bad gas. No shit. Got it running. Well, now what do? Wire everything? I guess we can turn this off and boil over. I'd like to thank everybody who watched the video. I'd like to thank everybody who liked, comment, subscribed on the last video. If you could do that on this one again, that'd be awesome. I wish I'd have got some more stuff done, but that's how the week went. Maybe next week we'll get her driving down the road, and I think that'd be a great video. See you the next time.